Right, so we're back again. I've got these little rings out. Unfortunately, they're all pink. I would have liked something like blue or maybe some of that bright orange because that's pretty cool. But I only had enough there to fit 10 from the pink. So this week, some point, we're going to go through the young birds that are in the nest and we're going to put a pink ring on all the ones that we're going to enter in the one loft race. So that will be at some point this week. The young birds are starting to get a little bit older. And I may even put on a pink and a different colour one for the one that class picks, because we had the one loft competition and one of you guys gets to fly in the one loft with us, so I might put one of those rings just to make it different so you can see which one it is and so he can see. So we might put a pink and a red or something on there, and the rest of the other 9 will have pink ones. So let's go out, check up on the birds. There's a few things happening, so we'll get into it. Oh, there goes the tiger. We just wanted to have a look at the hen over the back there because she will most likely lay an egg tonight. She's been hanging around that nest bowl pretty much all the time today. So that's a really good sign that she'll probably lay. And then she's paired up with the tiger grizzle cock here. So he's, they produce some reasonably nice babies. They've done one round together and they're looking pretty good. So we got one tiger out of them and just like a blue grizzle type thing. So hopefully we can keep replicating that because the babies look all right. And he's quite a nice bird. Look what the rest of them are up to. Still a few pairs in here that are sort of dragging their feet a little bit. But it is what it is. That pair just flew out of there. Still no eggs there. This pair is definitely paired up. They're down somewhere there having a good old time, but we will have a look at the babies because the colors are starting to come through on these guys. I'd say these two here definitely will be in the one loft entry, just because I think these are probably they're reasonably decent. They are one of my hens crossed into the Krugers, a little bit of black power in there, so that will be interesting. They generally do pretty well in the one loft, so I'm hoping, I'm not expecting much from our first time, because we realistically, none of our best birds have timed up the babies as well, because we're breeding the race team as well. But next year we can be a little bit more organized, so I think these guys will be fine. They're looking pretty good, and it doesn't look like we're getting the dark checkers that I wanted. I want that famous black power kind of coloring. I really like it. So it may turn up somewhere, but not really holding my breath just yet. But they're looking pretty good. We might get some clip rings on those ones just yet, because that will be 2. We've got another 2 in here as well. They're pretty feisty, so let's just zoom in a little bit. Really nice colouring on these ones. Fantastic. You see the bigger one at the back is just like a normal checker, but then you got the one at the front here is like a real dark smoky checker, with some white flights and things like that. We'll bring that out a bit closer so we can have a look, but I just like it when they sort of rear up in the nest bowl and get a bit crazy. But this one's going to be quite nice. Got some little tips on there, white tips. Not too much. I was expecting a lot more pied in these guys, but it just didn't happen. But they're really nice. I would say both of these are going to be entered in the one loft as well. So they are a little bit of my birds, only 1/4. I've got a bit of 1/4 Staff Van Reet. And then we got the other 50% is the Cassat. So I think they'll be pretty good, to be honest. I think they'll be worth entering. So that gives us 4. We'll go up to another pair. These, like I said, my pairs just didn't time as well. Just just thought I'd have a lot more pairs going at once. These guys are pretty feisty as well. So these are the Kiers Bonsu Rainer crosses. So nothing to do with mine at all. But they sort of just got down on eggs really quickly. Probably send both of them as well. These seem to do, I was watching the Victoria Falls this year. I always pick through the pedigrees and have a little bit of a look, and the Reynards and the Bonsals do pretty well in there as well. So that, not that the racing is overly similar. It's going to be more of a cooler climate that we're racing in, but we just enter what we can enter, so we'll see how they go. But they're sort of all the same age, so most likely all those 6 will go. This means we've got 4 more to fill, which we can easily do in the other loft, which we'll have a look when we get over there shortly. So this pair, they got their act together quite well. Starting to grow on me. Now that I know it is a cockbird, I do, like, you know, the hen's one of my hens, but there's another hardy Kruger we're trying. We just ended up with a lot of Krugers this year and 3 cocks, so I didn't really go to plan, but they are, I'd say, hopefully she's going to lay. She hasn't laid before, she's only quite a young hen, so hopefully we can get a round or 2 out of her. That would be really nice to try that combination. Similar way bred to the first babies we looked at down there, but yeah, we'll just have to see how we go. What's my little special hen up to, huh? You got any little chicks under there yet? Nah, not yet. She's a character. Need some more babies out of there. We just had quite a few one nesters this year. The eggs, maybe because it was a bit cooler. The weather has changed a bit now, so hopefully we'll start getting double babies in all the nests. I've never really encountered as much as I have this year, which is interesting. And I'd say she can't be too far away from laying eggs, this big girl. She's a pretty solid hen, this one. So I'd say she's probably laying right now, like she's getting close to laying. So I think when I come back out here later, we'll probably expect an egg in there. But yeah, we'll see how these babies go. I was just going to use these guys as foster pairs, but I thought, well, no, we'll just let them run some full rounds and we'll just fly those babies and see how they go. Because worst case, it's just going to add a nice bit of colour into the loft with some nice Leo Hermans from her into them. So yeah, it might work. We'll see how it goes anyway. Still waiting on that hen down there, but everyone else seems to be moseying on quite well. Still not getting the numbers that I was hoping for, but I was really hoping that this checker there, that Cassat cock, was going to get his act together and give us some more babies, but he hasn't gave us anything yet. So I'm hanging fingers crossed for that one, because he's quite nice. This other one down there, which is his half brother, which is the babies that we looked at before. So hopefully Mom, come around here so we can have a look at some of yours. So there's a few here. I'd say they're going to lay soon. See how that Kruger cock there is chasing one of my little hens? They are actually in this box here, so I'd say that they might lay, because he's pushing it pretty hard, which is good. It just means I know that there's going to be a few little eggs dropping in soon. He's looking for her. He'll be pushing her, which is good. More babies, come on. This little baby over the back there keeps getting out of the nest bowl. He's a bit of a character. Let's have a look what his number is. I want to make sure we enter you in the one loft then, because you might win for us. All right, so I'm going to tell you what it is, but a little bit of a secret. Let's head over to our loft anyway. Have a bit of a look. Just quickly, I'll have a look. That's Mr. Kruger over there. He's still raising the babies. Here comes King. And then we got Unrung here, which is 83 son. They're starting to look pretty good, some of these. I thought the breeding would have wore them out a little bit, but they, yeah, they seem to be doing all right. Hopefully we might get a few more little babies just yet. That's not his hen anyway. There's that other Cassat cock that I was hoping to show you before, but he wasn't playing the game. I don't know who he thinks he's paired up to, because that's not his hen beside him. Let's see how all these little guys have gone. They've been pretty much in and out of this box for the last few days. I'm just getting them ready to let them out. I was hoping to do it today, but I'm kind of just running out of time. I still might. I've just got to pick through a few of them, because not all of them can go out yet, because there's a few younger ones in here. They're all waiting for their food. What I've started to do now is just like start getting them used to just so that 1 to 2 feeds a day. Just calling them in. There's that little mealy that we second bred. That's King's daughter, or actually cock, should be a cock, so we'll see. And then we got one of the best Kittle hens there. She's looking all right. And there's our little grizzle over there as well. He's looking quite nice, but pretty keen to get these out, so I might have to see how we go. And then we'll go over here. There's heaps more of them, which is good. We're starting to get some numbers in. We've got our special little one over there, Bluey. He's my son's pigeon. He's a bit of a... He's not all there. So that's why he looks a bit funny. So he's not actually one of the race team. He's just my son, sorry, little friend. But they're looking pretty good. I'm pretty excited for these blacks, to be honest. I've got a good feeling that we might get them through to the race. But everyone else looking pretty good. So we should be able to get a lot of these out this week, I'm hoping. This is the one that was a little bit ill. He's not looking too good now. Might have to do something with him. I've been giving some medication, but it hasn't sorted him out. I was just giving him the benefit of the doubt because he was the best kittle, the first son off the best kittle hen, but he's not looking too flash, so I might have to sort him out shortly and see if we can get a good picture of this one up here as well. Probably not going to be too good, but I'm looking pretty... That one's looking good anyway. Hopefully we'll get this one's brother or sister into the one loft. We'll have a look at him in a moment, but he's looking pretty good. There is darkish checker white flight over here. That is a full brother or sister to this one, but not too bad, this one. Just have a look at some of these older ones, because these are starting to look really good. Just the ones that we've bred this year. These are the first of the seasons. The rings are really slow this year, so I had to put last year's rings on these ones. They were nearly 4 weeks late, so that's why this little first bunch has got the pink rings, but they're looking pretty good. This one I really like. There is a full brother here. He's starting to shape up quite nicely as well. They're really good characters on them. Then we've got, I'd say, the sister up here, which is a little mealy. It's very beautiful, this little hen. So this one, if you remember my little special blue bar hen, was a bit of a character. This one's actually a full sister to it. All these ones are full sisters. Oh no, I think these are two cocks, because these are actually chasing hens already. So the other two cocks, and that's a hen. So hopefully we get a little bit more of a character out of you. And there's what the first of Leon's spawn that we bred. Little blue bar hen, she's looking pretty good too. We bred that one last year. That's Leo Jr. But he's over here now, so yeah, they're looking. I'm pretty happy. We're just more and more like this. Come on, we need more like you guys. Right, so we'll have a quick look at this one first. This is Rosetta, which is on the right. And then we got 007 on the left here. So they are raising one of one. So one is their baby, one's not. This is the one I was talking about just before. So I'd say this one we will enter in the one loft. It's quite nice. That's the mother there, and that's the father here. So I think this one will go. We'll probably get a ring on that. It's quite nice. And I was considering this guy up here as well, but I think it's a bit of a shame to send him, to be honest. He's actually, this might be one of the best babies I've bred this season. He's like an absolute stunner, this guy. So I was like, oh, maybe we just keep him here so we can have a close look at him. But he's a real beautiful pigeon. Super muscly for that age too, which is interesting. And Rosetta's just gone crazy up there, so I'm considering just keeping this guy here for me, because look at that, he's a nice pigeon. I'll probably have a closer look, but I'd say get a little pink ring on that one. She's going to lay again soon. And then we've got the two down here, which I'll probably just enter both of these ones. These are down off Apache, which is here's another Veenstra, but these guys are real crazy. The one up above is a bit of a character, but these things, I tell you, I've never seen anything like these. These are really having a go at me before. They're actually chasing me out of the box, but they're probably a little bit camera shy. Oh gosh, whoa. I've never seen ones with such aggression. My Vanderbolts, they have a bit of a play around. But these guys are actually like, I'm going to break your fingers, get out of my box. Like, it's unreal. Let's look at this guy's face. He's just like, nah. He's literally super great. It's unreal. Before they would chase me out of the box and fall and flatten me and everything. But maybe it's because I've got the camera now and they're a little bit, don't know, maybe camera shy, but they are really, really nice birds as well. So I'd say both of these, I think these are the ones that Class wants, who's participating in the one loft as well. So he's obviously got the opportunity for one of these to enter. I think this one may be a hen. It's really hard to tell. They're both very similar, but if I'm going to put anything, I'd probably say this one's the hen. We'll have a closer look at them at a couple of days time when I get them out and we can pick through them all. But those two probably definitely as well. And we've got two more, maybe one more actually from the lot beside us, but we'll have a look at them in a minute, which will nearly give us our 10. So this guy's sitting on eggs. I've still got a while before they hatch. These ones shouldn't really be too far away from hatching. And the best kittle hen as well, she's her eggs are hatching, but it looks like there's only one that's hatching. Like I said before, I've had a few rounds that are only one baby hatching, which is a bit annoying, more so from the new hens. So she's a first time hen, and a couple of other ones as well. So I don't know if it's like a first time hen thing, which is a little bit of a shame, but yeah, we'll get there slowly. You're very noisy for a cockbird, you know that? We'll have a look at that's your mother. What are you attacking your mother for? So the last two babies we looked at are only slightly older than these ones. These are the next round after that, but these are super aggressive as well, which is interesting. This one's got a really funny nose on it. But I would expect it to be a pied with that, but I've seen no indication yet of any type of pied on there. So we'll probably enter these two as well. I think we're pretty much at 11 now, so we'll have to have a bit of a think who we want to use, because we've got a few, which is not too bad, but these guys are super aggressive. So I probably will get those ones on there as well. So out of these two and the last two we looked at, those are the ones that Class wants. He said maybe one of the Venus crosses, and I said, well, we've got plenty of them because our options are pretty limited at the moment. And it doesn't look like we're going to enter one of our blacks, so that's pretty good. I kind of want to keep all the tiger grizzles here for me this year, which is this one. Look at this little guy. He's pretty cool. So black though. Like, look how black that is. That's fantastic. I've actually not seen one that black for a while out of my birds. But you know, that one's going to be a little tiger grizzle. Most definitely. Look at all the little specks on it. So it's going to be good to get that one out. And we've got this massive, this one's heaps bigger at the back here. Let's get him out here for a quick look. And this one's just like a pure black, but not, it's nice too. We've got so many blacks. What's going on here? But that's kind of where we're at the moment. So next few days I'll get a video up. She's just laid an egg as well, which is good. I knew she was not too far off. But I'll get a video up and we'll go through and we'll put the pink rings on them all and we'll have a look at them, and if you want I'll explain what breeding's in them and why I've chosen them and things like that. But it's first time, so I'm kind of just, you know, winging it to speak. So we'll see you in the next video. Hope you've had a good weekend.